Hello guys and welcome to Malicious Compliance. So today I'm just going to read a few stories because I am bored as heck. So let's just get into it, shall we? You want the lights to take 15 minutes each to put up. I'll take 15 minutes per light then. A few minutes up. Fucking hell. Yeah, we're starting great. This is time for Lily, everybody. A few years ago, I was an electrical apprentice in California. We had one foreman who was a particular kind of anal. If you wanted you to use a push broom to go sweep a room, you had to do it in big strokes, not small ones. So one day he comes to me and my journeyman, and he goes, I need you to put all T1000s in all these rooms. It should take 15 minutes per light. That's what the box says, so this will keep you busy for the day. We get to putting the lights up and find that even I, in my first year, can install these things in like 7 or 9 minutes. So I knock out like 5 or 6 each in the first hour. The foreman comes by and screams, "The fuck! I told you to take 15 minutes per light." Well, they were really simple, so we were able to get them knocked out pretty quick so far. No, I want to take 15 minutes per light, no excuses. I promise you, he said that verbatim. So he storms off. My journeyman looks at me and goes, well, back to work then. Then about 5 minutes later, he finishes his light. I finish mine a few seconds later. And he goes, okay, timer still has 9.5 minutes, so we're just going to chill for 9.5 minutes. I did this all the way till lunch came rolling around, and the superintendent swung by to check on the job site, and we're just sitting there talking about sports. Guy comes up looking confused and mad as hell. Superintendent, why the fuck are you sitting around and not working? Journeyman, well, the foreman told us it should take 15 minutes per light, and that we needed to take 15 minutes per light. So we knocked out our light. Wait for the timer to run out, and then start the next one. Oh, what the f... Sorry, guys. When you come back out from lunch, just knock them out as you would normally. I don't know why I wanted it this way, but I'll fix it. The foreman got chewed the fuck out for it, and I learned a great lesson in malicious compliance that day. Edit. For clarification, yes, working too fast can be detrimental to a job. But this was 2016 Hayward, San Jose, California projects. Our specific company had multiple bid projects set for that summer and next. So while yes, this could have put people out of work, yada yada, in this situation, there was more than enough work and we could not get them done quick enough, given they were considering working 5 times 10 seconds for a few weeks. I don't know. It's funny, I guess. I might as well upvote this because I can. Let's just read the comments, because that's the funny part. Wonder what the fuck he was thinking. God, my head itches. Good for you, though. To be honest, he had an issue with that journeyman, and no one knew why. But this guy was a fucking artist when it came to malicious compliance. All journeymen are MC artists. Can confirm. I'm journeyman, and you better watch that wording when giving me tasks. Yep, I live with one, and I can second this. Before I read the comments, I immediately sent him this post because it's something he would do 100%. I stepped out as a journeyman, and I can confirm this. Okay, maybe I'm just stupid, but I have no idea what a journeyman is. I have no idea. Maybe it's because I'm fucking doing this stuff, making this video, instead of getting a freaking job. I mean, I have a PHP certificate. I could just go ahead and do some programming, but instead, I'm stuck here talking to the probably 10 viewers who watch this. It's going to be funny if this gets hundreds, but it probably won't. We'll see. What more do we have? Single store provides ultra-fast quiz. No, that's an advertisement. Goodbye. This is sponsored to you by my stupidity. As well as the stupid language, because I can't speak. I'll have the gluten-free bread. Don't worry. You don't have to change your gloves. Okay. I was reading a story here about having to change gloves, which caused me to remember this story of mine. As with most stories here, I'm on mobile, so please forgive the formatting. Same here, mate. I'm reading it on mobile. Congratulations. Back during my college days, I worked on the on-campus dining hall as a student worker. We got assigned to various positions there for that particular shift. I liked working at the daily corner. I had fun talking to my coworker and taking to with the customers as I made their sandwiches. It was fun. At the deli corner, the dining hall actually had special gluten-free breads and options for those that wanted a sandwich. But obviously, you couldn't have the normal bread options. In this case, I would need to wash my hands very thoroughly and change my gloves before proceeding to get the order. Proceeding with the order. Once again, I don't speak English. Don't expect a quality video from this, okay? I'm time for Lily after all. By the way, go check my first channel, Snow Lily, if you want to have remixes that I'm not even good at yet. I'm still looking around a bit. Anyhow, let's continue. Sorry. Everything was fine and dandy for a very long while. But then a new health craze began to catch on quickly. Gluten-free was healthier. Instead of getting 3 people per shift asking for gluten-free options, I would now get maybe 15 to 20 people per shift. The malicious compliance I couldn't ask people about whether they needed gluten-free or was doing it because they could. But without fail, whenever someone mentioned that they wanted the gluten-free option, I immediately went to wash my hands and take a precious time that they had for their meal. Overall, about 1 to 2 extra minutes. People stood there confused for the first couple of times as this happened, and they didn't like it. When they realized what was happening, they would make their order and then state that they didn't need me to change my gloves. I could just make the sandwich. Upon hearing this, I smiled and informed the person exactly why I needed to wash my hands and change my gloves, and then go through with it. I took up more of their precious time than before. Ultimately, no one ever yelled at me nor got me in trouble. After all, I was following protocol. They would just sigh and look down in defeat and continue with the order. I know this isn't the most malicious compliance out there, but I did take great joy in following this protocol. And just to clarify and reiterate what some people have already said in the comments below, the issue was that of cross-contamination. Sure, people who wanted the gluten-free bread and gave me permission, quote-unquote, gave, to not wash my hands and change my gloves were not considering those who couldn't eat gluten at all any amount. The gluten-free stash of deli materials were meant to be separate and could guarantee that no trace of gluten were there because of our diligence. My washing of my hands and changing of my gloves weren't for the benefit of those who chose the gluten-free option. It was for the benefit of those who needed gluten-free options. Well, that was actually an interesting story. It was indeed not the most malicious compliance OP, but it was an interesting read, and I enjoyed it. So, yeah, thanks for that. Now, I think I'm already well into like 8 minutes or something. I'm going to stop the video now because ADHD. Anyhow, time for Lily out.